All right, people, it's happening. Shedeur Sanders is going to make his first start for the Cleveland Browns this week. Ooh, Lord. What's up, kinfolk? It's RJ Young. I am not on a step mill. If this is your first time watching Adapt and Respond, mostly a college football podcast, thank you for joining us here. We talk college football year round, and Shedeur Sanders. And if you're into that, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, like this video, and answer questions, comments below. How do you think this is going to go for Shedeur? And I don't just mean like this weekend. I mean, do you think he's going to be able to hold on to this job? Because Shedeur is going to get his first start in the NFL this week after Dillon Gabriel went into concussion protocol. And you've seen Joe Flacco, seen Dillon Gabriel, who, by the way, ranks 32nd out of 33 qualifying quarterbacks in QBR at 30.9. And now you're going to get the guy that most people would tell you was a first-round draft pick based on talent alone. Mel Kiper famously had him in his big board in the top 25 players in the sport that were eligible to get drafted. I had him as a first-round pick. Todd McShay had him as a first-round pick. And not only did it fall to the 5th round, Andrew Berry traded up to go get him in the 5th round, which means he probably would have still been there after they'd taken Dillon Gabriel in the 3rd round. So you already got this thing going on at quarterback that's weird, where you got two rookies, one that's older, one that's not, and you've created a hierarchy. One is a second string, one is a third string. So when Joe Flacco got benched, there goes Dillon Gabriel. Joe Flacco gets traded to the Bengals, and there you go with the Dillon Gabriel route until such times he get hit in the head. Now we're looking at Shedeur, who's going to be the 42nd starting quarterback for the Cleveland Browns since 1999. And this will mark apparently the 12th time since 99 that in a third consecutive year that the Browns have started at least 3 different quarterbacks in a season. So his first 2 passes on last Sunday were not good. He struggled tremendously. He was 4 of 16 passing, 47 yards with an interception. He was also sacked twice, but he also faced a Ravens team that's just blitzing him and blitzing him and blitzing him. There's a lot for Shedeur to clean up. There just is, right? And he hasn't been given any real help. He doesn't really take reps with the first team offense, and he's only done that for the first time this week, whereas Gabriel got like 50. Gabriel got a whole bunch of first team snaps. He's also one of the top 50 players drafted, while famously Shedeur's 144, which is not a jersey number you could wear, but I'm sure somebody out there thinks that you should wear it for motivation. Not me. Bailey Zappi also got a start, which I forgot about last year. And the Browns have had 17 quarterbacks that have made debuts as rookies, and all 17 have lost their starts. My goodness, man. It's not been fun to be a Sanders this year. Now, I'm sure that they will tell you these are champagne problems. These are problems that we dreamed about, asked for, that God has blessed us with, right? Because it'd be worse things than being a head coach of Colorado. There are worse things than being paid $10 million annually to be the head coach of Colorado. But being 1-6 in conference play ain't how you draw it up. There are worse things than being a millionaire before you get to the NFL, and Shedeur Sanders is one. And there are worse things than having to wait your turn as a third-string quarterback for the Cleveland Browns, or even playing for the Cleveland Browns. Can't imagine what those things might be, playing for the Cleveland Browns. But yeah, hey, look, 17 dudes that made the start. It's rookies. 17 dudes and took that L. It's rookies. And again, 4-16, that's not great. It's not great. It's not great. You tend to think that somebody in the stands could do 4-16. But again, it's the Ravens defense, and the Ravens are good. And you're blitzing a rookie quarterback who can't see anything, can't even see straight. I mean, I imagine that for Shedeur Sanders and every rookie that's getting starts, it's like playing EA Sports College Football 26 on Squiggle Vision, right? When they got the stadium meter all the way up, and you can't be like, you try to even check your routes, right? Pull out, look at your formation, see who might be open in this pre-snap read. And you don't even, wide receivers don't even know what route they running. Like, that's how I feel about the Cleveland Browns. Full time. And now you're going to have Shedeur Sanders out there trying to make it happen with this bunch of dudes. Look, Myles Garrett, Pro Football Hall of Famer. Before him, Joe Thomas, Pro Football Hall of Famer. Outside of that, Ain't been nothing happy to say about no Cleveland Browns, dog. It just ain't been that way. Now, at a time when you really want to see Shedeur Sanders do well, we've never felt worse about it. Could he be that dude? Sure. But his calling card is running around making plays. You don't get to run around and make plays in the National Football League unless your name is Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, Jalen Hurts, Lamar Jackson. That's it. Everybody else got to get rid of the football. Literally everybody else has to get rid of the football. Everybody else has to get rid of the football on time. So Shedeur is going to have to go into a bag that he's just not shown that there's anything inside of and pull out, getting the ball out of his hands in 2 seconds. With a head coach that I'm not sure even wanted to be a quarterback for him and Kevin Stefanski. It was very clear that he wanted Dillon Gabriel. So they got him Dillon Gabriel. It was very clear that Andrew Berry wanted Shedeur Sanders. So they got him Shedeur Sanders. And now we're looking at, it had been Joe Flacco, Kenny Pickett, Dillon Gabriel, Snoop Huntley, and Shedeur. And then Bailey Zappi. But again, the transition has been what it's going to be. Playing against preseason teams, he looked good. But again, that's been the thing. Are you going to look good against preseason team? You would hope so, as a dude with his jersey retired at Colorado and one of the most prolific passers in the sport last year, who was throwing passes to a Heisman Trophy winner. I think it's always if he gets time, or if the system, or if the fit. The system doesn't fit him. The fit at Cleveland isn't great. And it doesn't feel like, my goodness, dude, I don't know, dude. Like, I don't see it. Like, if we're calling it now, it doesn't feel like this is going to go Shedeur Sanders' way. And it sucks because I genuinely think he's a good dude. And I genuinely think he's one of the most competitive dudes on a football field. And he's smart as hell. But you're only going to be as good as what they put around you if they can't block for you. And if the system ain't built for you, how can you be expected to succeed? And I'm sure there's going to be somebody in the comments with some wild thought about, hey, maybe he should just refuse to play. Stop that. Or trade him. They're not doing it. Maybe they should have. The Raiders need a quarterback, but it ain't a better situation over there. They can't protect Geno. And Geno's a good quarterback. That ain't got nothing to do with him. That's got everything to do with Chip Kelly and that offensive line. Goodness. Sucks.